Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Do you need annual travel insurance? If you take several trips annually with some destinations overseas, a multi-trip insurance plan could be a worthwhile option. These are also known as annual travel insurance plans. Although a basic multi-trip travel insurance policy doesn't provide coverage that is as comprehensive as a single trip policy, there can be instances where it makes sense. If you want to simplify your travel insurance logistics and minimize cost, a multi-trip plan is likely worthwhile. What is annual travel insurance? Multi-trip travel insurance is a travel policy that covers multiple trips during a specified time. It provides coverage for a year from the effective date of your policy. The benefits of these plans vary by most typically cover medical expenses, trip interruption, and medical evacuation cost, say Don Van Sikyo, spokesperson with Blue, a provider of global health plans. Some may even cover pre-existing conditions for medical services and medical evacuation. In general, basic annual policies do not have trip cancellation insurance, though you can buy more comprehensive annual plans that include it. A basic multi-trip travel plan provides these important benefits. Trip delay. If your trip is delayed due to a recent visit on your policy, severe weather, for instance, delay benefits pay for meals, hotels, and transportation while you're waiting for your flight. Trip interruption. Provide coverage for expenses if you need to cut your trip short and return home due to death, illness, or injury, family emergencies, or other reasons listed in the policy. Medical expenses. Covers emergency medical-related expenses during your trip such as doctor's visits, x-rays, hospitalization, and medicine. Medical evacuation. Provides emergency transport to get you immediate medical treatment. Multi-trip plans have a per-trip duration limitation. Generally, the maximum trip length for each trip taken during the 364-day period range from 30 to 90 days. There are variations in the options for multi-trip plans. While an annual plan is the most common for these travel insurance policies, there are some variations, such as a 6-month term for students on a study abroad program, a policy that companies might purchase for employees on extended overseas assignments, says Adamski. How do you know if you need annual travel insurance? The types of trips you're planning will generally determine if a multi-trip travel insurance plan is the best fit for you. Basic multi-trip travel insurance plans are best for travelers who take lots of trips within a year. Those who want to save money, as multi-trip plans are generally less expensive than insuring multiple trips individually. And then travelers who aren't concerned about trip cancellation benefits. People who take last-minute trip and want the convenience of having a year-long travel insurance policy in place. Business travelers who travel frequently. And then for expensive international travel or even high-value trips taken domestically, Adamski says a single-trip travel insurance plan is likely a better option. That's primarily because of the trip cancellation benefit that comes with per-trip plans. For lower-cost trips, short domestic flights, or even road trips, where your main concern is catastrophic-based benefits, then medical expense and evacuation, the annual plan might be your best opinion. Adamski says there are scenarios when you may have multiple trips in a short time frame, and you would still be better off with single trip policies for each one, says Adamski. One such circumstance involves a traveler taking an extended trip to the UK, for example, and then using that as a home base from which to make shorter trips to the European mainland, he explained. Because of the high value of such a trip, the ability to mitigate the loss from the potential cancellation of one of the side trips might be of greater importance to your making the per-trip insurance option a better plan. Also because it's possible to modify an existing annual policy to include additional trips costs, under certain circumstances, you can accordingly alter your policy with trips to include these additional side trips. Do I need to know how many trips I'm going to take around my destinations? Because an annual travel insurance plan is based on period of time rather than the number of trips, it's not necessary to know in advance how many trips you might take, says Adamski. The coverage offered by the plan, cumulative over the course of the year, will be the same if you plan on 2 trips, 14 trips or more, he says. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.